for joining us on what seems to be looking like a wintry evening. So thank you for making the trek out here. We are thrilled to be putting on this program for you. The concept of this program is effectively that we all have within us a very special and sacred place. A place where we love, a place where we lament, a place where we get up to some mischief. But it is our place, and it's how we experience the world. However, there is a beautiful thing that happens when we feel like we can share even a piece of that with others. And for musicians, for us, the ability to use music to help express that which words simply cannot is exciting. And so that is, in effect, our hope for you this evening. We hope to share some of these experiences with you through different pieces. What you just heard was a madrigal, Il bianco e dolce cigno. There are always program notes if you want to refer to them to hear a little bit more about it. The Il bianco is a madrigal, which means it's not exactly meant to be sung by 70 people, but I think they did a good job. Thanks, guys. It's about singing together and enjoying each other's company. This next piece is a piece by Handel. You're doing the first movement of a larger work. This is the first movement of Dixit, Dominus. And this one is a very dramatic piece. It highlights Handel's Italian writing, but you will hear moments of a declamatory idea, the Lord said, and then you'll also hear a lot of interplay between the different parts as we may or may not be turning our enemies into footstools. Okay. We are very, very fortunate to have in our audience this evening two of the composers whose pieces will be performed next. The first one is Linden Pond by composer Katie Dosman. And this is going to be a world premiere. So nobody has ever heard this in a choir except for us, which is kind of neat. The piece speaks of a very special place, this Linden Pond. For some it might be a very specific spot. For some it might be a place that is an emotional space, a moment in time. But it speaks of this Linden Pond and how we sometimes don't really know how special that place is until we start looking back on it. I don't want to give too much away, but I ask that as we go through this, you ask yourselves what that place might be for you. The second piece, which will follow immediately with no applause, is a piece by composer Matthew Emery, and I'm going to ask if Matthew Emery would be comfortable coming forward and just saying a few words about this piece. Please.
Hello, I'm Matthew Emery, and you can read a bit about my thoughts on the text and the piece itself in the program notes, which I was going to read, so I have to think of something else to say right now.
Just read it. How many people actually read program notes?
Well, you can read them, but I'm grateful to be here, and thank you all. This piece began in 2008, like over 15 years ago, and it started with this opening piano gesture that you're going to hear, and then I forgot about it. Or more poetically, there it sat in soil, waiting to grow and eventually bloom here tonight. It's not a world premiere, but it's an Ontario premiere. And moving beyond what I wrote in the program, the piece is ultimately about our shared connections to each other across boundaries, across borders, and sort of my hope and ideal of our shared humanity that's within us all, and that we look to cultivate that in everything that we do. Thank you.
The next piece that you're going to hear on the program is a barbershop quartet. So I'm going to invite our barbershop quartet to come forward. In this piece, again, it is something where people simply enjoy singing together. You'll hear very specific a type of sound that they cultivate, but I'm going to get out of their way. Thank you.
Will
For this next piece, I am going to invite Kayla to come forward. Kayla has been an assistant conductor to me, which means that she has been rehearsing this piece from the very beginning. We've been talking about conducting stuff. Whenever I need to make sure that something happens with them, I know that I can go to Kayla and she can help. We'll be doing a piece called RIUH. I'm not going to put Kayla on the spot and ask her to talk about RIUH. But it is a Malaysian piece by another Canadian composer, Tracy Wong. And it's pretty fun. It talks about chaotic joy. So the fact that life embodies chaos all the time. As much as we try to organize it and control it, as soon as we think we know what's going on, something kind of knocks us off path. But the whole piece is about finding the joy inherent in the chaos, knowing that it's gonna happen, and kind of just letting go a little bit and having some fun. So that's what this piece is about.
No, singing, 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 no, singing, no, singing, singing.
This next piece by composer Jim Papoulis is called Ujedinite Se, and it is about coming together across borders, You will hear some Bosnian in it, you'll hear some Hebrew in it, you'll hear some English in it. And rather than having a very specific textual line, there are just little snippets talking about standing together, coming together. But it was written for a middle school who represented a lot of these ethnic groups. And so they commissioned a piece that could be sung, and then everyone would be represented in some way in this piece. And you also hear some different tonal qualities, hopefully, as we go through this piece. We hope that you enjoy Ujedinite Se. This is a part of the program which I've come to learn to look forward to and dread. We're about to sing a piece for you called Hymn to the Eternal Flame. So while I'm talking, if you happen to be a former member, an alumnus of the University Choir, I invite you to come and sing with us. We have a few copies here for you so you can see some friends. Ooh, some of them even brought their music with them. That's fantastic. Here are the copies, come on up. But this piece is about the idea that as so many things, as are so many things in life, what lives on in this choir is the spirit of the choir. The faces change. Whoever's in here always brings something unique and important, but we all learn to sing together, to be together. And so as we sing this piece here for you, it represents the spirit of the choir that is always. In the center, you will see the people who know that this is their last term with us. So the people in the center are the people for whom this is their last term. We have some alumni coming up, and then there's a bit of a solo or a descant line partway through, and that is always sung by someone or a group of people for whom it is their first term in the choir. And so here is Hymn to the Eternal Flame. Come back anytime. Before we sing our final two pieces for you, I just want to say a few thank yous, because without these people, this concert would not be possible. So first and foremost, Thank you to First United Church for allowing us to sing in this beautiful space and for being so accommodating. Thank you to Kathy and Matt. He's making sure that you can hear me tonight. It's wonderful. Thank you also to Angelica and everyone at the office at UW. They print programs, they fold programs, they usher you in. Thank you to sound and video. We are very grateful to everything that you do. I'm not quite done. Thank you to all of the people within the choir who have a very special role. Managers, choir marshal, librarians, and don't tell me, section leaders. They do a lot to take some of the load off me so that I can focus on the music, and it's wonderful. Thank you to Nicole, who, apart from being an entire orchestra today, is very supportive, is part of my artistic team, really. I can always talk to her if I have any wonderings, but she's just a fabulous musician to work with, and I'm grateful to have her as a partner up here. And lastly, just a very big thank you to you. You are here probably because you know someone here, more than likely. Thank you for the support that you give to these wonderful people behind me. Without you, it wouldn't be nearly as fulfilling to sing, so thank you for everything. And with that, we're going to go on to our final two pieces. Again, I'm going to ask that we don't applaud between the two pieces, but these final two pieces, we talk about having a space within us. Sometimes part of that space is acknowledging who we are, so that we can then acknowledge others. And so the first piece is simply a piece called Love is Love, and it was written with the idea of simply supporting those who have been victims or survivors of hate crimes. But the idea is sometimes it takes great courage to stand up beside somebody else. And to try and show love when it's not initially what we want to do. So this is Love, and then followed by a piece called This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. Again, that idea of sort of coming into yourself and starting to understand that though we're always trying to improve ourselves, where we are and who we are right now is important and valid. And yeah, so that's the two pieces. We're gonna sing right now.
Love is love, is love, is love.
For a lot of people, this is their first time in the choir. For a lot of people, this is not their first time in the choir. But no matter what, the going opinion is that Liska is wonderful, and without her, this choir would not work. So on behalf of everyone here, we'd like to thank Liska.
about not having control of everything. Thank you again for coming this evening. Thank you for this most beautiful and unexpected gift. It is beautiful. And may we all have a safe way home. Thank you.